Python has some very simple built-in functions for dealing with files. Let's make a working copy of files.py. We'll call it filesworking.py. And we'll open that working file, and we see here a simple loop that reads lines from a file and prints them out. So we'll run that and see what it does. It prints out the lines of this file. This is the file here, lines.txt. And so we're just printing out all 5 lines of that file in this little loop. What we're going to look at in this movie is this open function. It's very simple, and it has a few options. By default, all it does is it opens the file in read mode, and you give it a file name here, and it returns the file handle object, which can then be used to operate on the file. If you don't specify it, read mode is the default, and that looks like this. There's a second argument, which is the mode, and that defaults to the R character for read. Options there are R for read, W for write, or A for append. Append is a special write mode that sets the current position of the file to the end of the file, so that everything that you write will get appended to the file. In read mode, you can optionally give it a plus sign, which will open it for both read and write in the same file handle object. You can also give it a T for text file mode or a B for binary mode. And we'll look at these options a little later in our movie on the subject. The open function returns this file handle object, which we see used here. It is an iterable object, and in iteration mode, it simply gives you one line of the file at a time. In fact, there's a method called readlines, which does exactly the same thing. We save that and run it, and there's our lines of text. So that is the open function in all of its simplicity. In the rest of this chapter, we'll look at how to read and write files and how to set its file mode.